Welcome to School and Religion, Module 4. Today we're going to be discussing how do school and religion interact. Many times as educators, we think there's no place for religion in school, that there really is a separate place because state and church should be separate. But what you're going to learn today is that yes, state and church is separate, but there is some very gray areas that our students are allowed to have in our school systems. So, freedom of religion. Congress, there is something that states Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. And really, what we focus on is prohibiting the free exercise thereof, because our students also have the opportunity to have freedom of religion. There is two important phases of the First Amendment. The Establishment Clause, where it says Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, and the Free Exercise Clause, or prohibiting the free thereof. And these two important phases at times can come into conflict because though we cannot establish religion in our schools, we still have to respect that children have rights, our students have rights, and they may have religious backgrounds that we need to adhere to. But this also states that we cannot indoctrinate students into the religion that we feel is necessary, and we don't teach curriculum that has religion in a way that could be taken as indoctrination. Now, can religion be taught in a factual manner? Absolutely. So there's many units in curriculum and standards that involve religion as a history base in order for students to learn the history of the United States as well as other countries. So important Establishment Clause tests. There's a case by Lemon versus Kurtzman in 1971, where this case established the Lemon test, where it must have non-religious purpose, must have a primary effect that neither advances nor inhibits religion, must not foster excessive entanglement of government with religion. So, like I had stated before, it's really critical that the primary effect have no advances or inhibit religion, because that entanglement has to be clearly delineated. As time has progressed, it does seem to get a little entangled, but it's up to the districts and the school sites to disentangle it and have a clear view on it. So there's an endorsement test in 1964 where it asks whether or not the government has the purpose or effect of endorsing religion in the eye of the community. And this really just was that whether or not can the government's purpose endorse religion? Can we or not? And so we see that in many of our school sites with religious clubs, and that as long as they are entitled to it, but as long as they're not endorsing their religion to others, that is what's the clear delineation right there. So students and religion. So students are free to pray alone or in groups as long as the activity is not disruptive and does not infringe upon the rights of others. And as long as it's not disruptive in the sense that they are praying, they have an area for praying, that they're not bringing others into it that don't want to be involved in it, then at that time they can. It is not disrespectful of the rights of other students and does not pressure or coerce. Students can exercise their faith. You see this in a lot of our high schools, that children want to exercise their faith during their school day, and we have to give them the opportunity to do it. Schools cannot organize religious activities. This includes making students pray. So that's really critical right there, because let's say an employee would like to do a prayer over the speaker. They cannot do that. They cannot have children pray. They can't even do a prayer in the morning, nothing like that. That is where you see that delineation, and it's very clear. So as you will delve into this more with some scenarios, and you will see that you will have to make some decisions in order to decide whether or not students can have religion in their school.